from the Richland Hills Public Library. I'm Miranda, the youth librarian, and I am bringing you our activity time for this week. It is actually our final activity time for this week because our plan is to take a break in May, prepare for summer reading club, which will be happening and starting on June 1st. We're really excited. And since we're taking a break in May and then starting in June, all of our programs that we're planning will kind of be semi-in-person. So we've got, like our summer reading club kickoff, which is going to be a drive-through event. And then we have some outdoor music events going on. We have some outdoor story time events. Everything will be in the evening. So it's hopefully nice and cool rather than like swelteringly hot outside. And we're also doing another drive-in movie, which we're really excited about too. So lots of good stuff coming for the summer that we're planning and prepping for. So we just need a little bit of extra time to do that. So final craftivity for this week is something super fun, super easy, and kind of superhero related, depending on whether you're going to be a specific superhero or if you're going to be a superhero of your own making. So all you need for this project, and a lot of these are optional depending on how you do the project, but these are the things that I've used, so that's what I'm going to tell you all about. So you need a pencil. You need something hard and plastic. You could actually probably use your ruler. We call this a bone. It's something librarians use to help them put on book covers and stuff. Anyway, so I have one of those. I also have a ruler, some paper. Don't do cardstock because this is essentially origami. The thinner the paper is, the better. But you also do want the bigger paper, except for when you make your pinky. So I'll show you how it looks once it's entirely done. But for the pinky, you'll actually need a smaller sheet of paper. Otherwise, it won't stay on. And then you don't have to use duct tape. But what I found is that duct tape actually made it look a little cooler and held it together a little bit better. So duct tape is optional. All right, so let's get started. All right, so just in advance, if you're making one for your pinky, what you're going to do is you're going to fold it over this way and then flatten it out, and then you're only going to take this half of the paper to make your pinky with. But the instructions beyond that are entirely the same. Okay, so we're going to make my final finger here, and let's see. So first you're going to line up, and what I did discover making all of these is that the more careful you are with making sure that all of your edges are lined up and that all of your creases are pressed down nice and tight, is that you'll get a better end result when you do that. So just make sure everything, and you can see already mine's not quite lined up there at the corner. So it might be a little bit off, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's also something that the duct tape can cover up when it's not exactly perfect. Okay, so we have it like this. We're gonna take this one and fold it down this way. Again, try to get it as close to the edge there, and then you want it nice and even along. Oh, here, I'll turn it this way. Easier for y'all, harder for me. But you want it to be nice and even along this edge right here. Okay. There we go. Then you're going to take these two corners, you're going to fold them in right to the edge there. Try not to do any overlap. It'll make the step after this more difficult if you overlap them onto this. Okay, like so. Then you're going to take this part and you're going to fold it up. And if there's any overlap down there, it makes this fold a little bit more difficult. Go ahead and crease it off. And then for this part, you're going to take one edge and you're going to fold it into the center of your triangle. The best way to figure out the center is to take your ruler, kind of measure up, and I can see that it's about 8.5 inches. So we're going to go 4 and about 4 1/4 is what we want. And just do a little teeny tiny mark. And that's almost exactly in the middle. So that should help us get our fold properly. Then we just line it up. We want this to be as straight as possible. Fold it out. Get our creases nice and tight. Tight creases also makes for a good end result. Okay, then once we've got it to this point, you're going to fold it over this way. And it should be fairly straight along the bottom here. Mine isn't, and that's okay. But it should be close. And it probably shouldn't lap over like that, but again, it'll be okay. All right, and then we're going to fold over one more time. Okay, and now we're actually going to unfold. And here's the tricky part. We're going to take this part and we're going to put it inside of this part, like so. Okay, so this is your finished product. To get the claw, you're gonna stick your finger right in there. So, you ready? I'm gonna do them all. Like that. Okay, here's my little pinky one. It barely fits on my pinky, but it definitely, like I made a bigger sized one to try on my pinky and that one didn't stay on. This one stays on a little bit better. Not a lot better, but whoa, uh-oh. It's falling apart on me. Another reason for duct tape, because once you've got it duct taped together, it won't fall apart on you like that. Okay, and then the final one, which is the duct tape one. All right, and then you have cool superhero claws. There goes my pinky again. Yeah, it really needs some duct tape. You can pretend to be, I know these aren't exactly like Wolverine claws, but you can pretend to be Wolverine. You can be Lady Deathstrike. You can be anybody you want to come up with. They are super cool superhero claws, and they are so easy to make. So if you make these at home, please post pictures and share them with us on Instagram and on Facebook. We would love to see your superhero claws, and if you want to dress up to go along with it, why not? Hey, it's Superhero Day coming up this week. So there is our final craft for the foreseeable future. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to pick up the craft kits and the coloring kits for this week. Those are also our final ones. And of course, we've got the ones that are by the door, so that if you want to pick up ones from previous weeks, they'll all be there until they're gone. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope you'll have a good day.